Hello and welcome. This is Katy. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm excited to be back with another project for Maker Forte. This time we're going to create a cute little Easter card, and we're going to be using some new products that released for the month of March. So to start with, we're going to use the new Happy Easter Stencil. And I just love the fact that you can create a simple card with just this stencil. You don't need anything else. And then I'm going to use a piece of heavyweight 110-pound cardstock. And then I'm also going to use the new Easter background stamp that gives you a nice big background stamp and some sentiments. So the inks I'll use are the same as last week, the Yellowstone, Icy Mist, and Bubble Tea. But then I'm going to throw in some Silvery Shimmer Delicata ink. I'm going to use some masking paper and create a mask for my bunnies. Normally the stencils come with the negative, but this one didn't. So I'm just going to trace this out. And I did speed a couple portions up a little faster than what I normally do, just because they're a little bit time consuming and I wanted to keep them in. So here I'm going to fussy cut the bunnies out. I'm only going to do one on camera because, again, it's repetitive and it's not a quick process, but I did speed this up quite a bit. I'm not one for fussy cutting, to be honest with you, but I thought I would show just the one here on camera. And then once I get them all cut out, we're going to set them aside, and then we're going to do our stenciling really quickly. So I'm going to take our heavyweight 110-pound cardstock, line it up, because there are guides on the stencil that allow you to line up your cardstock to get everything in place where you want it to be. And then I'm going to adhere that down with just some tape. That's just some Scotch Delicate Surface Tape. And then take my blending brush and start from the bottom to work, and then kind of blend up to give like a stronger color towards the bottom of the bunny and a lighter color up towards the center and the ears. So once I get the yellow adhered, this is Yellowstone. I love these Color Hive inks. They're so vibrant and there's a lot of different uses for them. I will come in with the Bubble Tea next, again coming from the bottom and working my way up. And each time I add more color, I always start at the bottom and then blend up just to keep the lighter color up towards the ears and the face. But I did clean that Yellowstone off the stencil because I didn't want it to mix with the Bubble Tea and the Icy Mist. Because the Bubble Tea and in the yellow will create like a coral color, and then the blue and yellow, the Icy Mist and the Yellowstone will create a green. So I didn't want that contamination. But again, using the Icy Mist now to come from the bottom and work my way up towards the top. And once I get those bunnies colored in, I will leave the stencil on and then adhere my masks on onto my bunnies. Now I will say that I didn't give any time in between to dry, so I wiped them all down once I got them inked up and then added my masking paper. And then they wouldn't adhere very well. So I got them stuck down as well as I could, and then took the stencil off, and then took my smusher tool, which I'm going to show you here in a second, and use my smusher tool to burnish them down. I tried my bone folder, but I found my smusher tool worked a lot better. So I'm going to take that adhesive off there just so I don't get it stuck, my smusher tool stuck to it, and then really burnish those down so they're nice and flat and adhered to the cardstock. Now I'm going to ink my background stamp up 3 times. Now I'm going to show you once on camera, so you could do it just the one time and get a nice light color, but I wanted it a little bit bolder, so I inked it up 3 times. And here it is. I've removed the masks, and I've got this little ghost die in my stash, and I wanted something for the eyes. I'm not much of a drawer either, so having a cute little die like that to add the face was perfect for my little peeps. And if you want to create a set of peeps, like, you know, they come in like purple and the pink, obviously blue and the yellow, in the grocery store, the Grape Color Hive ink is a good purple to use for that, that purple peep. So we're almost done adding our faces on, and now I'm going to ink up that additional sentiment stamp that comes with the Easter background stamp. You get a bunch of sentiments. Now I am going to ink this up 6 times, but again, I only show you the one time on camera, but I did ink it up 6 times to get that bold, crisp impression. And then I'm going to take some of the Maker's Magic Crystal Clear Adhesive and adhere my sentiment strips. Now, the sentiments that come with this stamp set, the background stamp, has a coordinating die. I don't have that yet, so I'll link that up down below. If it's something that you're interested in having. It also coordinates with the Simply Sentiments packs of sentiment strips that you can buy, or sheets of sentiments. So it's multi-purpose. And now I'm going to, so I took a die that I had to cut my strips and then added strips of black cardstock to give it some dimension. I did a total of 3 of those. If you have some foam tape, that's going to work too. And I adhered everything to a light gray card base. I've got a navy blue layer, and then I've got our main panel on top of that, and then our sentiment over top, and that finishes up the card. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Be sure and check the description box below. Links to all the products that I used are going to be down there, as well as a link to our Facebook group, the Crafter Party, so that you can join us over there and share your makes with us, because we absolutely love seeing what you guys are creating. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video.